Hello, this is Dr. Yishan, a board-certified sleep psychologist. After I learned more and more about sleep knowledge, especially obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, then I realized, wow, snoring actually is a bad thing. It's a signal of a possible sleep disorder because my father has severe snoring all over the years. So when I grew up, I always think, well, people naturally do snore. But when I realized it's actually a problem, I went back to China and got both my parents checked out and diagnosed. So my father was diagnosed with severe OSA. Back then, I also did a sleep study. I was told I had upper airway resistance syndrome. So recently, I went to my sleep doctor in Stanford, and they suggest me to retake the sleep study, a home test. So today, I want to share with you my experience doing a home sleep study. The doctor just ordered a home kit. It was mailed to my own home. After I opened it, it's a very small device. Basically 3 parts. One part is this watch a leg device. They also come with a battery. I need to put the battery in. And then I need to put this watch part on my waist, wear it throughout the night. And then there's a finger part. I need to push my finger into this cap. And the third part is a very little round thing to check my heart rate. It comes with a sticker, stick it somewhere near my throat. So I basically wear this, sleep for the whole night. And this whole device is gonna be connected to a phone app. All the data are gonna come directly from this little device to the phone app. My doctors on the other end will be able to receive the home study, sleep study data directly from the app. We have to understand a home sleep study tends to underestimate your sleep problem. If you sleep in a hospital's sleep study lab for one night, that's normally the most accurate test. Here, I want to explain to you how to understand the number you get from a sleep study. The traditional one called AHI number, Apnea Hypopnea Index Score. What that means? First, the apnea score. That means when we sleep, our airway would collapse here and there. So basically, for more than 10 seconds, we either completely stop breathing or our breathing reduced to 10% of the normal levels. Okay, so think about that. You may stop breathing for more than 10 seconds, multiple times per night, depends on the number you get. And that's quite scary, right? And you don't even know that. And that's why a lot of people snore, because their airway, their whole body work really hard, making noise even, try to get the air in, try to open up the airway again so they can breathe. So that's apnea score. And hypopnea score means your airway partially collapses when you sleep. So again, for more than 10 seconds, our airflow could decrease by more than 30%. However, there's no consistent agreement on what hypopnea score is exactly. But basically, apnea, hypopnea together, right? This index can give us some ideas, like whether we stop breathing totally or we partially breathing, airflow really low for more than 10 seconds, and how many times per hour that happens. Because if that happens many, many times, that means we don't get enough oxygen into our brain, into our heart. Of course, that's gonna lead to a lot of health consequences in the future, especially the higher risk for stroke, for heart disease, right? For all those. If your number less than 5, that means within an hour, you have this kind of episode less than 5 times, then you're fine. You are considered as normal clinically. But if you got AHI number between 5 and 15, then you can diagnose as mild OSA. So if your number is between 15 and 30, then you will be diagnosed as mild OSA. If your AHI number is more than 30, then that counts as severe OSA. And recently I learned this number can go up to 170, 60 something. You stop breathing a lot of times within an hour, and that's very, very scary. Please go to seek treatment if you are diagnosed. This is really severe. I think OSA can harm our health much more than insomnia. I feel like insomnia is more like a mental struggle, psychological struggle, and it can be cured. You can recover from insomnia with the correct treatment, with the right help. But with OSA, if you leave it ignored, undiagnosed or diagnosed, you refuse treatment, then I think that can really impact your mental health, physical health, and your whole modality, right? You may die early. That's very serious. If you or your family member have any symptoms of like snoring, or you will like choke and wake up feeling choking, cannot breathe in the middle of the night, or you grind your teeth, dry mouth in the morning when you wake up, it might be some signals of potential sleep apnea. You should consider go to get a sleep study, talk to your primary doctor. They can refer you to a sleep doctor. Some of them can directly order a home test for you, or they can refer you to a sleep doctor. The sleep doctor can order a sleep study for you. And once you are diagnosed, please really consider talking to your sleep doctor and figure out what's the best treatment for you. That's very, very important. I cannot emphasize it more. Okay, so today, this is my share of my personal experience of doing a home sleep study. If you or your family struggling with insomnia, I have insomnia treatment course using the most evidence-based treatment called CBT for insomnia. I have one CBTI course in Chinese, one CBTI course in English. Hopefully that can really help you. So this is Dr. Yishan. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.